the Brooklyn Nets have managed to keep one of their own free agents, as even though he declined his option for the 2022-2023 season, point guard Patty Mills is returning to the Brooklyn Nets on a 2-year, $14 million deal. So the Brooklyn Nets will be able to retain one of their free agents who has actually been a pretty good core player and could still be that sixth man for the Brooklyn Nets going forward. Now, right now, there's still a lot of uncertainty. Kyrie Irving looks like he's about to be traded. So Patty Mills could essentially be inserted as the starting point guard going into the 2022-2023 season. Still a lot more to be determined. I'm sure the Nets are going to be trying to look for a point guard to try to replace Kyrie Irving going forward. But at least Patty Mills is still an efficient scoring option on the outside. And if you keep him in his role as a sixth man and a guy that could just hit threes consistently off the bench, get you some good solid bench scoring, which he has been doing, it's still a very solid pickup to keep one of your own and one of the better players on this team moving forward. So Patty Mills is coming back to the Brooklyn Nets per Woj and Shams on a 2-year, $14.5 million deal. We're going to have to see what the next moves the Brooklyn Nets are going to make. So far they have traded for Royce O'Neal and they've re-signed Patty Mills to a contract, bringing him back to Brooklyn. So that's just the news you got right now. The Brooklyn Nets have brought back one of their own, point guard Patty Mills, on a 2-year, $14.5 million deal to return probably to his role as one of the 6th, 7th men off the bench, a backup point guard. And who knows, he might even be going into the 2022-2023 free agency as your starting point guard, depending on what happens with Kyrie Irving moving forward. But I'm actually not disappointed about this. I'm happy at least they're able to keep Patty Mills. He's a good player for this organization. He's a good role player. He's a guy that will get you those points off the bench. Solid locker room leader. Has been on a winning team with the Spurs for a couple of years. I don't mind keeping him around. At least you have a nice veteran to pair up with some of those young players on that roster. So Patty Mills returning to the Brooklyn Nets. 2 years, $14.5 million. We'll see what the Brooklyn Nets are going to do going forward. Thank you very much. Hit the like button below if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already to NYG Jeffy T3285 for more breaking news and updates surrounding the Brooklyn Nets. As we're talking NBA free agency right now, leave your comment below on how you feel about the Royce O'Neal trade in my earlier video that I made, as well as the Patty Mills signing, if you think it's a good move for the Brooklyn Nets, if you think it's a little bit of an overpay, and what kind of moves you're looking for the Brooklyn Nets to do going forward, even though it looks like their 2 superstars are going to be making their exit soon. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your Friday or your Thursday. Take it easy. Let's go Nets.